reflections, 77.1, all the way to 77.2, unless you think the witness is going to be able to do that.
Chair, lest I be disappointed or misleading the Commission, I will read the paragraphs into the record.
Thank you.
Starting at paragraph 77, after the granting of the bail and into the early hours of 3 August 2025, witness A and I met to discuss the case. We were extremely concerned about Mr. Dau's release and the danger that this would pose for us. We also reflected on the worrisome things that had already taken place during the course of the investigations. In particular, we recalled threats and intimidation whenever we attended bail application, including the cars that followed us and attempted to drive us off the road after the accused person's first appearance. Threats and warnings from senior SAPS officials expressing both that brown envelopes had been prepared and that if these were not taken, our lives would be in danger. Interference from SAPS members, including from Brigadier Nkwashu through Sergeant Sukudu, the omission of linkages in the ballistics report, and general unresponsiveness from Captain Mkhwanazi. Intelligence on the nature of the criminals involved and their reach, in particular that the targets of the investigations were close to senior SAPS members. The withdrawal of 3 of the 5 members who were working on the case with us. Mr. Dau had now been released on bail. We were aware of his access to resources and had been warned that if released, we would be his target. Moreover, we learned from an inmate informer that he had tried to procure hitmen to assassinate us while incarcerated. Witness B, can you confirm the contents of these paragraphs?
I confirm.
Thank you.
Before you move on, witness B, in that paragraph 77.4, where you speak about the unresponsiveness from Captain Mkhwanazi, from what you have described regarding General Mkhwanazi, would it be wrong to include him, or is there a reason that you don't include him in that complaint about unresponsiveness?
I don't think I understand the question, Commissioner.
You have described to us in your evidence earlier that General Mkhwanazi has been uncooperative in giving you an interview and a statement about the events that have happened at the laboratory. And what I'm asking you is, doesn't that conduct also qualify his failure to cooperate with you? Does it not qualify as unresponsiveness as well?
It could, but at this point we are concerned with what we saw as the reds and the issue of General not giving the statement. It came later on. I guess by the time I was looking at those things, I was looking way back from where it started as reflected as and at this point I didn't really look at that to form part of the reflections that we were having at the time. And remember, these reflections we were having on the 3rd of August before we even attempt to get statements from the generals.
I understand. Thank you.
Commissioner Baloyi, on that point, there is a typo on paragraph 77. It should read 3 August 2024, not 5. So the incident with General Mkhwanazi happens in January of this year.